everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making sweetheart cake pops. Those are those little candies that you see every Valentine's Day with the little monograms that say be mine, date night, cutie pie, all those kinds of things. Today, this video, I am collaborating with Myra. She is a YouTuber. Her YouTube channel is called Myra Makes Cakes. She makes cakes from a lot of Marvel heroes to candy corn cake pops. She does a really good job and I love watching her videos. Guys, she is making a Valentine's Day inspired cake and that link for her video is in the description below. So go check her out. So if you guys are wanting to learn how to make this, keep on watching. What you're gonna need is I'm actually using 1 cake box of strawberry cake mix. You can use whatever cake mix that you desire. And then I'm using a cake pop stand. You can also use a foam or whatever you want to hold the cake pops in. And then I have a little heart-shaped cookie cutter that I had on hand. And you're going to need some cake pop sticks, a candy decorating pen in the color hot pink. I will put a link of where I got this in the description below. You're going to need some shortening to put into the candy melts because we're gonna have to thin it down. That way it's not so clumpy, and that way when I insert the cake pop into the candy melts, it doesn't clump up. You're gonna need 1.5 cups of light pink candy melts, yellow, white, orange, and blue. Didn't have purple at the time. I really wanted to get the purple, but they didn't have it. So blue is gonna be our substitute. And then you're gonna need 3 tablespoons of cream cheese frosting, or whatever frosting that you want. I actually just got this frosting, just the tub from the store. You're gonna need a tall cup about this size. I find it easier whenever I melt my candy melts and pour it in. When I dip the cake pops into the glass, it will be easier to cover the cake pop. All right, so I want to go ahead and crumb my cake into my bowl, and what I'm gonna do is just quarter my cake. And doesn't matter how you do it. Pick it up. This is the messy part. This is my favorite part. I'm going to take a quarter of it and just mix them together like this. And this is called crumbing. And it's messy, and I love it. So you're going to take the second one, do the same thing. Push the cake between your hands until it's nice and crummy. I want to put my hands in this crumbed cake and just make sure everything is just broken up nicely. And it is, looks great. So as you can tell, you're going to use your hands for a lot of this. And I'm going to go ahead and put my cream cheese frosting, and you only want a little amount because if you put too much icing, it's not going to want to hold up together. All right. So I'm going to take my spatula and really work that cake crumb nicely into my crumbed cake. And while I'm at it, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Myra. She is a funny girl. Her cakes that I see on her YouTube, they are really good. She does a really good job. She always does. She just does a first attempt at all of her cakes that she does. She never practices before, and her cakes always turn out really good. So you got to go over to her channel and check her channel out. So I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to squish that icing and the cake together. So, oh yeah. This is a really good recipe. If you have kids, they're gonna love to do this. And this is what you want it to look like. And it's just coming together. It still has a little give because, again, you just don't want to put too much icing or it's not going to hold up. So a good test to see if it's just enough icing is if you roll it. If it breaks apart like it is like right now, there's not enough icing. So I am going to add just a little bit more, just about another tablespoon. So I'm going to mix this back in. So it's coming together, and there's your ball. And that is a good rule of thumb to know that everything is combined well. So, but we're not going to create cake balls. We're going to create cake hearts. So, in order to do that, I have some parchment right here. And I'm going to put my cake pop mixture onto my parchment. And actually I learned this from Myra. I noticed in her candy corn video, she would actually roll this stuff out. Today I'm actually gonna pat it out. All right, so I'm gonna push this out until it's about 3/4 of an inch thick. Doesn't have to be perfect, just guesstimate. And I'm just turning this parchment because it's a little bit easier to turn. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, so now I actually had to get a cookie sheet, and I am going to cut my little heart-shaped cake pops out, and I just push, pull, and then look how cute this is, guys. Isn't that adorable? All right, we're going to keep doing this until I have them all on my cookie sheet. All right, so I have just cut out all of my cake pops into hearts, and I'm gonna go ahead and heat these candy melts, and I'm only gonna do one color at a time. So first I'm gonna do with the white. You want to heat this on 30-second increments. All right, so I have melted my candy melts, but they're just a little bit too thick. I want it thinner, and if it kind of just drops like that, you want it thinner for candy pops. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of my shortening. I'll have to put it back into the microwave for just a little bit, not even 30 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this that way because the candy melts are still hot. All right. That is a lot better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of my cake pops, and this is very important, guys, because if you try to dip your cake pop into the cup, it's gonna fall right off if you don't do this next step. Trust me, I've done it. So you're gonna go ahead and insert where you want your cake pop stick. Don't go all the way through like I just did. So you're gonna take some of your candy melt just like that on the tip of the cake pop stick, and then just shove that in. And this acts as a glue. So I'm gonna put that right there. I'm gonna do only about 5 because that's all I need really right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and I'll show you the next step after. All right, I'm gonna stick these cake pops into the fridge for about 5 to 10 minutes. You don't want to go any longer than that because once you go to dip your cake pops, they will crack. All right, so you're going to go ahead and dip your cake pop into your white candy melt. Tap the excess candy melt onto the side of the glass. Once you have that done, go ahead and put it in your cake pop holder so it can set up. Do the same with your orange. Make sure to tap off that excess candy melt because it will run down the end of your stick. And then go ahead and do your yellow, your pink, and then lastly your blue. What I'm going to tell you is that I will be leaving a description of where I got this edible writer in the description below. And now I'm going to go ahead and write the monograms that I want on my cake pops, which is I have Cutie Pie and Be Mine and other little fun monograms on those cake pops. This is so much fun. It's so easy. You don't have to use any kind of icing or anything like that. It's a lot easier. Look how cute these guys are. All right, guys, here are my cake pops. They turned out so cute. I absolutely love them. I'm gonna go ahead and eat one. But which one should I eat? I think I'm gonna do the Cutie Pie. Let's see. I love cake pops. I think cake pops are my favorite. They are so good. Guys, you gotta try these cake pops. They're delicious, fun, and perfect for Valentine's Day. Guys, go check out Myra's video. She is making a Valentine's Day cake The link for her video is in the description below. Go check out her videos and make sure to subscribe to her too. Guys, thank you for watching. You guys can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Make sure to subscribe, turn on that notifications bell, and leave a comment below. Thank you guys. Bye. Notifications bell and leave a comment below. That's why you have your phone on silent. Okay. I don't know why I'm still holding this. Okay. Okay. All right. Bippity boppity boo. Bippity boppity boo. Okay.